You won't believe this one. My neighbor Karen actually called the HOA emergency hotline, yes, the emergency hotline, to report that my porch swing was a safety hazard that could destroy property values. A porch swing, the same kind you've seen in every Southern movie, the same kind your grandma probably had. But according to Karen, wood, chains, and a cushion were apparently more dangerous than a hurricane ripping through town. And that's how my HOA war began. It was a breezy Saturday afternoon. My husband had surprised me with the swing, spent hours securing the chains, testing it himself before letting me sit. I was in heaven. Rocking gently, iced tea in hand, feeling like I had finally achieved suburban peace. Then Karen appeared. She marched down the driveway, arms folded so tight it looked like she was holding herself together with pure rage. "Excuse me," she said in a tone that felt more like an accusation than a greeting. "What is that?" "It's a porch swing, Karen," I said, smiling. "You know, for sitting." Her lips pressed so thin they could have sliced paper. "Porch swings are not approved by the HOA. They invite loitering. They encourage congregating." I nearly spit out my tea. "Congregating? On my own porch?" She snapped open her clipboard. "We cannot have people rocking back and forth causing structural damage. Do you realize how dangerous those chains are?" I pointed to the heavy-duty hardware my husband had installed. "Karen, this thing could hold up a truck. It's fine." She scribbled something furiously, huffed, and stormed away. I figured that was the end of it. It wasn't. The very next morning, taped to my door like a scarlet letter, violation Summer 147, unauthorized porch fixture, immediate removal required, fines, $50 per day. Offending object. That's what they called it, like my porch swing was some kind of suburban felony. By Tuesday, Karen had backup. She rallied a little HOA patrol, 3 women in matching visors and clipboards. They strutted down the street measuring porches like they were preparing for a NASA launch. One neighbor's rocking chair was too close to the railing. Another got dinged for a flower pot, obstructing the aesthetic. It was like living under a dictatorship of furniture police. That Wednesday night, my husband smirked and said, "If Karen wants to call a porch swing a crime, let's turn it into a movement." By Friday, 5 houses on our block had installed swings. Big ones, small ones. One even made out of a canoe seat. Saturday morning, we all sat outside together, swinging in unison, sipping lemonade. It looked like a choreographed rebellion. Karen lost it. She stormed from house to house, waving HOA guidelines like a holy book, shouting, "You're all non-compliant. This is an outrage." One neighbor filmed her meltdown. By evening, the video was plastered across the neighborhood Facebook group under the caption. The comments were brutal. "Imagine losing sleep over porch furniture. Next, she'll ban rocking horses. Petition to make swings mandatory." The HOA board had no choice but to call an emergency meeting. The whole neighborhood showed up. People brought portable hammock chairs, gently rocking as they listened. Karen stormed to the microphone and screeched about safety hazards and moral decline. But the crowd laughed. Some swung in unison, chains creaking louder than her voice. Finally, the HOA president threw up his hands. "Unless someone can prove a porch swing has ever destroyed property values," he said, "this discussion is closed." Karen sputtered, turned beet red, and stormed out. And here's the best part. She had to walk past my porch on the way home. There I sat, rocking peacefully, iced tea in hand, giving her the sweetest wave I could manage. The porch swing scandal ended with victory swings all down the block. And to this day, whenever Karen passes by, I give my chains an extra creak, just to remind her who won.